Hello, everyone. This is Tim. It is Saturday evening, the 17th of April, and I'm here to make a video to let everybody know some of the things that have been occurring in this part of the world. Uh, I moved a couple weeks ago to another town here in the same county in Arizona where I live. Been here for about 3 weeks, and it's been wonderful. Uh, for the past 2.5 years, I'd been living in an environment that you would see on Facebook from time to time, where people would post a picture of like a cabin out in the woods, and it would say something like, you know, would you live here for, X amount of money if you had to like give up football or your cell phone or something like that? And, you know, most people say, oh yeah, I would do that right away. Uh, well, that does have its perks, but it also has its costs. And one of the costs that it was for me to live in that kind of environment was that uh, my cell phone service was pretty bad. But even worse than that, my internet service was basically terrible. So when I first moved there, it was adequate because uh, I didn't need to stream at that time. Um, Hex had not yet been invented, and so after it did launch in November of 2019, um, you know, people started streaming and making YouTube videos and other types of things. So anyway, I was wanting to find another place to live, but at the same time, I didn't want that to interfere with the process of accumulating Hex during its launch phase. So I didn't put that much effort into moving. And then when the launch phase ended in December of 2020, I followed that up with a road trip that I took back to visit my family and also to visit a bunch of Hexicans along the way. So that trip ended up taking 17 days. And when I got back, I started looking for another place to live. And one place opened up, but then it fell through with the homeowner. So, and then another road trip came up to go to Orlando, and that was worth it. That was just a great time. Got to see a bunch of people. I talked about that in a previous video. So finally, after getting back from that trip, I was more on purpose about finding another place to live, and something opened up, and this is where I am now. And the best thing about where I'm living at the moment is that I'm basically across the street from a cell tower, so I get awesome internet service. And so it's great. And I've been participating in a Friday night gathering online for Hexicans. And there's someone who goes by the name of Maddie Allen who's rather fond of my videos. So I definitely want to give a shout out to him. I really appreciate you, Maddie, and for all the support you give me personally, and just for everything you do for the whole Hex community. I can hardly wait to meet you in Vegas soon enough. And, I'm kind of getting used to live streaming all of a sudden, or at least participating in live streams. And I'm actually considering starting my own, depending on what kind of feedback I get from people. I mean, there's no point in starting one if nobody's going to watch it. So if anybody watching this could let me know if they'd be interested in hearing some of the things that I have to say and possibly engaging me in a conversation, I'd appreciate it. The subject matter that I'd be interested to discuss and have been considering doing is based on a tweet that somebody had published recently where they had asked, what kind of a person would you be if nothing triggered you because you lived in a world that had like the perfect economic and political system? And I responded to this person by saying that I don't mean to brag, but I'm already the person that I would be if I lived in that perfect world, because in principle I do. And the reason I love Hex so much is because it serves as a tool for manifesting that world. And this person responded simply by saying, I love this. And another person also responded by putting my name in a hashtag, which, I've never been the subject of a hashtag before, so it was kind of, I appreciated that. So, what I would talk about on a live stream, if I were to start one, would be what this ideal world looks like, how it functions, and what type of person it is to be, to exist in that world, and how it's all coming to pass, because like I said, it's not a fantasy, it's reality, it's actually happening. So anyway, that's what I'm considering, and like I said, I'd appreciate it if you would let me know in some way what you think about that. Either leave a comment to this video or contact me personally through Twitter, or you can email me. My email address is tim@timothybenjamin.com. So anyway, that's that. And like I said, I'm really liking my new place, especially now that I have this recording area set up to my liking. I got a new camera. I got a new microphone, but I'm actually using the camera that's built into, or using the microphone that's built into this camera right now, because the new microphone I got is part of a headset, and I don't really feel that comfortable wearing a headset. I feel like I look kind of silly wearing it. So I wear it when speaking on stream because my voice comes through clearer than it does through the microphone on this camera. So I've learned it's more important that your audio sounds good than your video looks good in order to deliver professional content. But anyway, got new digs here. I got lighting set up in a way that is more professional. No shadows, because the light that's lighting the background is actually in front of me. It's above me, so it's not creating a shadow. And I also have two lights on the side that helps to light up my backdrop here. So I'm very happy with it. It's good. So I'm looking forward to doing more in a way of video production and just doing more to, help build the Hex community. We got an awesome thing going on here. And now that Richard is working on the Pulse chain to serve as a support for the actual Hex contract, that's just going to be that much more awesome. Right now, the Hex contract lives on another network called Ethereum, and the people behind Ethereum have recently implemented a new software upgrade that has made doing business on their network less than desirable, to put it in a nice way. So we're just looking forward to our new network coming online so that we can go back to the way it was when we first started as far as the cost of doing business is concerned. So it's going to be good. Richard is supposed to be making an official announcement at the end of this month regarding what this new blockchain is going to include as far as its features. And he said on a recent live stream that things are moving what appears to be ahead of schedule, which is always good. But at the same time, you know, when dealing with software development, there's always complications. It's a difficult field to work in. I don't work in it, so I can't, speak from experience. I have some very basic programming knowledge as far as HTML and CSS is concerned. I'm presently reading the documentation on the Solidity programming language, which is the language that is that the Hex contract is written in. And it's a lot. Yeah, it's not for amateurs. Let's just put it that way. When I was a kid, my first programming language was BASIC, and that it sounds simple since it's called BASIC, but BASIC is actually an acronym for something else that I don't even remember. But anyway, we'll see. I've always had an interest in computers. It's just not one of those things that's really been a necessity for me to actually commit to, even though it is an interest. So, but I guess that's going to be it for now. So look forward to hearing from people, and I hope you're all doing well. And if I don't see you on any of the streams, then I'll just see you when I see you. So good night. Have a good weekend. Talk to you all soon.